What is up, super fam? I am Sensei Finito. This is Battery CEO, and welcome to another episode of Marvel Bros. And today we are talking about Loki, episode 5, Journey into Mystery.
Oh
What
my
is up,
god,
Mr.
bro.
Daniel? Already in here, bright and early. I see you, my brother.
How's it
Man, how
going?
did man, as you guys are coming in, feel free to drop whatever you want to into the chat and let us know how you guys are doing today.
Yep.
But first and foremost, let's put out the spoiler alert. Let's let that be known, right? Like this is gonna be another one
Heavy.
of those ones where
Heavy.
we're going to definitely be talking about the episode the entire time. So let's get these introductions out of the way.
Okay. Real quick. How did you feel about the episode as a whole?
As a whole,
Mhm.
I liked the episode a lot. Resonated. What is up with it?
Yep. How's it going? Welcome
Justice.
back.
What's up with it, Justice? I feel
welcome
like
back.
it's been a minute since we've seen you here, my man. But yes, yo. As a whole, I think the episode was great. I think I expected a little bit more
Yeah, just a little
action, action wise. You know what I mean?
bit.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not let down at all. It was a great episode. I loved it. Everything was amazing. Was that Thor as a frog?
Was it a frog? I thought it was like a shrinked Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like to me. Like some type of
It could have been a
thing
frog
like
though.
that, but it could have been a frog. You're right. What's up with the angel? How you doing, man? Yeah, let us know how you guys felt about that episode though, right? Like Battery just asked me how I was feeling about it. Let us know how you guys are feeling about it as well. Bro, how was it for you overall? Did it deliver for you?
This episode delivered. It really did. The performances were fire.
Yes.
The judge lady, we saw more of her this episode.
Yeah.
Super shady.
Super shady.
I don't know if I like her character though. I don't know. But I kind of understand where she's kind of coming out because it seems like she just wants to find the
She's
person
just too
who
shady
made.
though.
Yeah,
She's too shady though.
like I can't believe what she's saying. But it seems like she really doesn't know who's the one in charge of the TV or who created the TV, and it seems like she's really wanting to find it. But like we find out in the episode, she doesn't have that drive.
She doesn't have it, man.
She doesn't. Some people have it. Some people don't. Some people do. She doesn't have it.
And I'm still interested as to knowing how did she get to this the level of judge? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how did that even happen? How did that occur? When she's obviously, she obviously messed up. It's just it's crazy. But I mean, I feel like they delivered so much with every iteration of Loki that they had. You know what I mean? Throughout the
definitely unexpected. I didn't expect
the
way it went when it came to all those Lokis, but it all kind of made sense. Most of them turn on each other.
Yeah.
It's because they're Lokis.
Yeah, and I was about to say that you actually got to see a really good point of view, basically, of each each section of a Loki's brain, like how each Loki would think. Episode 5 still not HD yet. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was looking beautiful for me.
Oh yeah,
I was like. We had a little bit of issues. I always have issues. I don't know why. I'm gonna try it next time to watch it on because I watch it from just the app, and maybe that's why. Like the app on my TV. Like maybe I need like another third party source, like a Roku or something like that to plug into the TV. But man, I loved that episode, and like I even said in the Discord. And by the way, make sure you guys join our Discord because we were definitely talking about this episode while watching it live and in action. The link is in the comment section. But like I even said in the Discord, it was like, "Yo, the cinematography right now is amazing." Like it was like, it was just so beautiful.
First, what is it? Eliath, the temporal limbo. That was an interesting character.
Mm.
I guess you can call it character, or I didn't expect that at all. Um, but I was glad to see what we talked about before about having there's some sort of prison where all the canceled timelines go. But it turns out it's that is happening, but it's all set to the one place. And
Yeah,
I think that was pretty awesome that happened.
they really tied it in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like half of what I said and then half of what you said, like a perfect blend of
Mm-hmm.
like this entire and with that explanation though, it kind of made me think with the
Mm-hmm.
entire reality being sent to the void, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. What does that mean for Sylvie's reality that she came from? Like, is it possible that like like her people are there or something, or maybe I mean
It could be, but more likely than not, Eliath probably got to them first because it seems like he's
and
drawn.
that's what I was kind of
It
thinking
seems
as
like
well.
he's drawn to big structures, that get sent there.
Yeah,
Like for example, the whole city. Uh, I'm pretty sure the whole city got sent there because Avengers Tower is an Avengers Tower. Did you notice
yeah,
that? And I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that's why it got sent there in the first
But I
place.
think that Avengers Tower was just a different like iteration of it, right? Like,
I think it was a TV station. It didn't even. It had nothing to do with the
mm,
Avengers. At least I don't think it did. Let us know in the comments what you guys saw in the tower. I'm pretty sure it was just like a news tower or like some. I thought it was going to say like Oscorp or something like that, but it didn't say anything. Um,
so
it was kind of weird though.
how did you feel about Kid Loki?
Honestly, I really enjoyed listening to stories. Like I didn't expect the alligator to be a Loki itself. I don't know why I didn't think about it, knowing that he
Mm,
has the
the
ears.
horns,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't think about it.
I just know there was a chopper that said Thanos.
Yep, there
Yep,
was. There
yeah.
was.
Battery said that in the Discord as well.
Yep. Thanos' mothership was there. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I don't
Uh,
think so. I don't think I saw that
oh
one.
yeah, he was there. Mjolnir was there. A a shield helicarrier was there, but a big logo for Hydra was on it. Uh,
Oh,
that was pretty cool. Obviously, we see the frog or miniature person. We don't know what it is quite yet. Um, uh, Mjolnir. We see Mjolnir. What other Easter eggs did you guys
look at
find? Oh,
that.
yep. There's Thanos. Yep.
The Thanos chopper.
Do you guys have any other Easter eggs that you guys spotted in this episode?
Man, there was Easter eggs everywhere in this
Mm-hmm.
episode. Like they were everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
literally. It was like left and right. You just seen
Mm-hmm.
them.
And then at one point in the episode, there was something that dropped in from afar. We couldn't really tell what it was. I felt like that might be something that we might know. I don't know. I couldn't tell who it was. And then shortly after that, we see the ship come in and get devoured. That was actually kind of funny, though. I like this episode was so serious that
Wait. Here we go. So, bro is right. It is a Thor frog. You see
oh, it
the cape?
is.
Yeah, I see the cape
Oh
on him right
no.
here.
Okay, okay. All right, ladies
Yo,
and gentlemen. Yeah, check it
hilarious.
out, and you got to join, man, because this episode's wild. The story was awesome. The music, bro.
Oh, he was trapped in a jar.
Yeah,
That's cold. But
but
yeah, the music was amazing. What I really loved though was classic Loki, old Loki's
mhm.
entire vibe.
No, definitely.
And it was just so surprising when he gave his story. It was the exact story that all of us kind of thought what happened to Loki end to end game. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's what, and it was even more surprising to me that they all, had something to do with Thanos. More,
Mhm.
if one thing or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they all knew who Thanos was. They all knew that they were supposed to die by Thanos' hands, and they
Mhm.
were like, nah. Like they all chose their own way to do it. And I really loved that little
Mhm.
touch to it, and I can't wait for the next episode for sure because it's
Oh,
gonna
bro,
be. I know the
it's
next episode is about to be.
it's gonna break
Oh,
us. It's gonna
yeah,
break us.
bro, really.
Um, and we're definitely gonna do a live prior to that episode being released, where you guys can possibly join us from Discord, in the stream in person. More details on that will probably come out closer to next Tuesday. But I really enjoyed also that we also saw how deep a connection that Loki's have between Thor. Like
Yes,
with
yes,
old man Loki going like, you know what, I miss my brother.
yeah,
I miss being around people, and for him, taking the risk and leaving and immediately getting
yeah. Immediately getting,
stabbed, like
yeah,
that's heartbreaking.
that sucks, man. Yeah.
Um, but he was definitely my favorite.
Angel said, "Do you feel that Loki really changed, or there's still a mischievous plan that he has?" I can't lie. In the back of my head, I can't help but still think there's gonna be something like
Mhm,
underlined, really going on here that we
mhm,
just don't know about yet.
mhm.
But all in all, the more I feel like they're doing the most that they can to prove that Loki actually has turned over a new leaf
Yeah.
or changed or whatever you want to say. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like they really take the time to show him have emotions and show him to like
Yeah.
really like look and like he was joyful at certain points and it was
Mhm.
honest joyfulness. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that he has kind of changed, but who knows? You know what I mean? I'm really interested to see who is in the portal,
Mhm.
who is behind the curtain. I really want to know.
I think the last two episodes did a really good job of letting us know that he has changed.
Yes,
Um,
like establishing that this
like
is a
they're
new
establishing, yeah,
character.
like there's definitely character development revolving around his character.
Hmm.
Um, and I think Sylvie has a lot to do with that.
Yeah,
She might be
definitely.
shady still, a little bit. Uh,
You think so?
I think so, but I think ultimately, if what they have together is real and it's not like
Hmm.
like a joke from Marvel Studios,
Hmm.
uh, then I think they're gonna end in a pretty happy ending, or they just both die. I don't know.
Or they
Yeah,
both die?
yeah.
Jesus.
Just something crazy happens. Because like, okay, do you guys think we're gonna see them in the MCU after this? Like, I'm sure the
Yeah.
ramifications of this show are gonna happen throughout the whole MCU. But
Hmm.
do you think we're gonna see this Loki and this Sylvie later
I
on?
believe I believe we will. And I
Yeah.
believe that even if we don't see both of them, no, I think we will see both of them. I think we'll see like one here and one there.
Hmm.
They'll they'll kind of like take on that role of, just kind of popping in and popping out every once
Hmm.
in a while.
Yeah.
When something happens, maybe they'll show up. Um, Especially with the entire, I'm pretty sure everything's about to be about multiverse and time and so on
Hmm.
and so forth with what's coming. So I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it would be a smart idea to have them maybe not the same type of TVA, but maybe that's how they keep Mobius as well. Is like
Yeah.
they keep the TVA established, but have something new going on to where they're not just trying to keep one sacred timeline, so to speak, but something else. Make something else, something
Hmm.
different. Resonated said
Oh,
Loki
100%
for
resonant. I
sure. I
agree.
think Sylvie will be a fan favorite and force the MCU's hand to add her in somewhere. Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree with you as well because
And I
I want to
think
see her like versus Wanda or something like that. I think
that
that
would
would
be
be
pretty dope.
really
She seems like
that'd
a
be awesome.
savage, and I like how all the other Lokis were like, "Oh, she seems
Yeah,
terrifying," and the Loki was like, "Oh, she is. Believe me."
yeah.
That was pretty awesome since none of them had ever crossed a female Loki.
Mhm.
Um, I wish we got to see a little more about the other Lokis though. Like, it was so fast. It felt like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was very fast. Um, I really liked. I don't know what I don't know what else to call him, but the black one.
Hmm.
Like he was awesome.
He was awesome.
He was awesome. Unfortunately,
He was a
he was
freaking traitor
yeah, he was a freaking traitor amongst traitors, and
out
I
of
was
all
like,
of them.
oh bloody hell! Like,
I
of
thought the kid
course,
would be the traitor, but no.
I thought the kid would be the traitor too, but he was like, no. And then even when he like explained what was going on, he was like,
Hmm.
no, you said that I could just turn them in, and then you just give the throne over, and I'd become king. And then he
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I'm not doing that though.
yeah,
Like, bro, of course. And then
yep.
his
All of
game
them were
turned
like,
on
"Yo,
him, and it
what
was
are you
like,
talking about,
yo,
bro?"
what? And Loki
And they
was
got
just
turned
like,
on
oh my god,
fast.
bro, like,
And he was just sitting there like, "What is happening? Like, this is a
yeah,
total nightmare." And then old man Loki was like, "Not again." and did his thing. They escaped. Um,
Yep.
I felt honestly, I would have enjoyed this episode to would have been like a filler, and they did not make the portal so fast. I would rather them wait till next episode to do it.
Nah,
And
I'm
add a
actually
seventh
really
episode,
happy.
but yeah, you liked how they did
Yeah,
that.
I love that.
Yeah,
Because
because
now the next episode is gonna be all ending.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the
Mhm.
entire time is gonna be all ending. We're not gonna have to worry about too much more. Hopefully, I don't think we're like the fact that we didn't start with a more in-depth backstory with Ravana lets me
Mhm.
know that like what kind of direction they're gonna try to go with in this last episode.
Yeah.
I really, really liked how they used Miss Minute in this episode, by the way.
No, yeah.
Like
I couldn't tell.
like what side she was on.
I couldn't tell if she was in on it with the judge or if she was genuinely like, "Oh, what's happening?" Like this is actually really hard for me to find. Um. Okay, let's see. Lo-fi.
Lo-fi says, "You think there's a Thanos version alive in the void because of his ship, and then the copter or the pirate cannonballs got him." I'm pretty sure that Elias
Probably would have
is
got him.
taking out like everyone.
Yeah, if he got to the ship, I'm assuming he was in the ship. And I don't know. Maybe he actually kills Thor in his timeline, and that's why the entire ship and his entire armada gets sent there. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he'd be dead. I honestly expected to find a gauntlet sitting around somewhere, and there might be. We just haven't seen it yet.
I agree.
Let's see.
Resonated said, "I should have known there would have been many more Lokis. The way that title turns through different font styles. Oh, and is symbolism of different Lokis. It was right in front of us. Haha. Yeah, that's actually something that we've been talking about for a while. And if you look at the main title for Loki, each letter is actually a letter of a different movie. Like the L for Loki is from the Incredible Hulk movie, and then the O is from another movie, the K and the I, and so on and so forth. So it really was right in front of us the whole time. I just didn't know how deep we were going to go with the amount of Lokis. I actually, when we first went into this, I'm pretty sure we thought that he was going to be going and finding all of the variants. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just going to be like a variant hunt. That's kind of what I went into it thinking. So this show has went above and beyond every single thing that I wanted, I thought we were going to get. And I think having Kang show up in this last episode, if it is Kang, I could not imagine who else it could be. I really couldn't imagine who else it could be unless it's like freaking Ultron and that's uploaded his consciousness or something. You know what I mean? Like something crazy. Like I would be down for that. I would super be down for that because you know what I mean? Like I could see Ultron even doing something like that. But I would rather it be Kang or it really doesn't make sense for it to be anybody else. So I'm hoping we see him in this last episode, and it's kind of just a battle or an explanation or something, you know what I mean? Because I'll say that they're not heavy on the action with Loki, you know what I mean? So they rely on the story.
Yeah, they're killing it with the storytelling.
And I'm super down for that, you know? So I'm pretty sure if we got just a great last episode, we're going to have a good amount of action in it. Don't get me wrong. But overall, I believe the story that they're going to tell with this is what will give that ripple throughout the MCU. You know what I mean?
I honestly thought we were going to see King the Conqueror in the beginning of the episode. Did you think that? For a moment, I thought he was going to kind of like show up as kind of panned on in the.
Oh, what's up with the MCU and DCU?
Oh, how's it going? I think welcome back. I think you were with us last.
Yeah, I was about to say,
week as well.
Yeah, good to see you back here. Love to see all you guys back here. Thanks for tuning in with us again from last week.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it most definitely. Let us know how you were feeling about that episode. What were you saying, brother?
But yeah, I honestly thought we were going to see him at the beginning.
I
kind of got finessed there.
I think they didn't show us him in the beginning. I think they're waiting so hard because he needs to be like so far in the background that they don't even know that
Yeah.
he's the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lo-Fi says that classic Loki perfect start and end for him. Love how they don't milk him, and I cannot wait to see our Loki to use new powers and maybe have Thor see him again or probably be in the shadows. Yeah, I agree, man. I would love to see him in Thor Love and Thunder. And if not in Thor Love and Thunder, in something else. I think Loki needs to be one of those characters that starts to reoccur in the MCU just a little bit more.
He might have that role. I don't know, especially if him and Mobius kind of keep kicking it with one another. They have the tool to do it with the temp pad.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Akash, what's up
welcome,
with it?
welcome back.
Good to see you in here, my boy. How did you like that episode? I know you like that episode.
I'm trying to think what else did
Today I come very late. It's all good, man. We're just happy to see you in here.
Yep. Happy for another Loki Wednesday, you know.
Literally, Loki I don't know.
Wednesday. What else? I wonder what that ship being sent there was about.
What ship?
The battleship. That immediately just got devoured. I wonder what the purpose of that was, you know? Like that was
I mean, that's a good point.
With that said, it seems like anything could potentially break the timeline.
Thor variant in the jar. Yeah, that was crazy.
I wasn't sure what it was. It happened so fast. I was like, oh my gosh. Like
he was trying so hard to get to his hammer.
He really was. How'd you feel about the alligator?
It was
the alligator Loki variant.
It was just, I don't know. I think we could have went without that. Don't get me wrong, but it was a good addition. I wasn't ready for him to bite off the President Loki's hand and like literally swallow it. That was crazy. Did anyone catch the name of the ship? The only thing I caught the name of was the Thanos copter, to be honest. I think you're muted, bro. I think you muted yourself somehow.
Oh, my bad. I saw the name, but I don't remember it.
With the alligator eat his hand, yeah.
Real quick, I apologize.
Only Tom want to be a king god.
Continue the conversation, but I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead and keep hitting those comments, and I'll return.
That was that I love only Tom. Wait. What do you mean only Tom want to be a king god? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Daniel. Yeah, that ship is disappeared in real life. Yeah, definitely. The oil rig in the background, was it the prison from Civil War? Memory a little off. It might be what it was, because like I said, this is going to be one of those episodes where we're definitely all going to have to give it multiple watches to really catch all of the Easter eggs and background items that they actually had, because there was just so much information just literally in every slide. Like you have the Bay Bridge in this one, and then the very next scene is just nothing. So we really just gotta go through that one with a fine-tooth comb. Other Loki variant just wants to survive. Yeah, I agree. I was actually surprised that none of them went with Mobius through the time portal, because that's kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting for at least somebody to go through there with him. I'm really interested, and I'll bring this back up when Battery gets back. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen with Mobius when he comes back to the TVA. Basically, I think it's going to be, a very interesting scene to see, and hopefully, we get some good conversation back and forth between Ravonna and him, and then we get a little bit more answers. I really don't want to see her turn to the light side so much. I kind of want to see her just kind of be who she is, in a sense, for a lack of better words. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping that other than that, we can really get some good. You said, where did Mobius go? Mobius went through the time portal, so Loki gave him the time portal thing. No. Yeah, Sylvie gave Loki the time portal thing, and then Loki gave it to Mobius. And then when she gave it to Mobius, he went back, and when he and then that's the last we saw of him with his same DNA. Oh yeah. Temp pad. There you go. Thank you, Lo-Fi. I appreciate that. Thank you for that help. But yeah, so when he comes through that temp pad portal on the other side, most likely he's gonna save the girl that's locked up. Okay, battery is back. Let's bring him back in. Most likely he's gonna save the girl that came back. What I was just saying is, and I want your opinion on this, bro. Is what do you think Mobius is going to do on the other end of that temp pad?
Honestly, when he went back, what I pictured was if Loki and Sylvie make it out and end up going back to the TV, it's going to be in flames. Like that's what I'm picturing. But I think he's definitely going to go and help. What, I forget her name. Is it Agent 13? No, the one that was locked up.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
But wait, they just told us her name in the last
27?
episode. It's like Becky or something like that. That's Chris said, what was at the end, the last scene? The very last scene was them walking through the portal, and
couple theories.
Battery
possibly.
even said at that exact moment. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Battery even said at that exact moment, he was like, "Yo, is that the city from the quantum realm?" And I was like,
it kind of looked like
I was like, "Is it the city from the quantum realm?" Hold on,
the colors were there, and
the colors were definitely there. I'm trying to look for it right now. Oh, here we go. Oh no, it's not.
It's not. Damn.
No.
The city's eluded us once again.
Let's check it out real quick. See, it almost looks like a Hogwarts type of tower.
Yeah. Agent 45. Okay, thank you, Akash. That's her name.
Yeah, Agent 45. Thank you very much.
Definitely gonna help her get out.
Mm-hmm.
As to how they're gonna do it, though, I don't know. Maybe start.
What is the most funny part? The most funny part to me was that whole scene when like Loki, what is he, destroyer Loki? I don't know the black one when he turned on everybody and he was like, "But you told me that I could." It was just super funny. It kind of reminded me of like he was almost like Drax, you know what I mean? Like that was like kind of the vibe that he gave off. What do you think was the funniest part?
Honestly, I think it was that first moment where they just kind of sat down and were kind of just vibing, talking about how they got there. I mean, it was very serious, but there was a moment that kind of got really funny with the alligator. They're like, "Oh," and then the alligator bit Thor, and I was like, or Thor.
Oh yeah.
Bit him in the hand. And that was pretty funny to me. But definitely the big fight scene, I think, was pretty awesome too.
Lo-Fi said, "What I do wonder is what is going to happen to the Infinity Stones. They do nothing, but will Loki go back for them to trick the Thanos in his timeline or use them as paperweights?" I truly think that they're like that's not.
I think they're done with at this point.
Yeah, I don't think those are going to have any type of substance in the show anymore. I think the biggest thing that they were to do was show how powerful the TVA associate like they are, because they are ridiculously powerful. Just for that to be a thing. And to know that they could have stopped it with just, prodding Thanos real quick, that it would have been all over. And that's crazy. Um, Resonated said, going back to why Renslayer got promoted, it's possible Sylvie was always meant to escape to lead all the events happening in Loki or something like that. Yeah, no
possibility.
That's a good.
We talked about that. I don't know if we talked about the last live stream, but that's something that we did talk about.
I think we talked about that on when we had guests on. I think that was one of the things that got brought up in that conversation.
And it might be how the judge lady gets introduced to I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, Kang's Conqueror, and that's hence starting their love story, because she's not looking for him just to know who built the TVA. She's going to warn him that, hey, you know what, Lady Loki are coming. They're trying to mess you up.
Like her memory was kind of messed with. You know what I mean? Like she can't remember what's going on, and it kind of seemed like that's why. Like, you know how Mobius was with the jet ski, like he was just he was like, look at the jet ski, it's awesome. So obviously where he comes from is very heavy on the jet ski. So maybe like in whatever was going on has her connected directly to Kang in some way, similar to how it was in the comic books, which I'm super interested to see that possibly happen. So we got the Hogwarts type castle in the time portal. So who do you think is in there? Like, do you think they're gonna just go in there and straight to Kang, or?
I think the beginning, like, okay, so in terms of like what I think is going to happen next episode, I think it's going to start off with them actually, or with Mobius doing his thing, helping people remember their past somehow. I don't know if there's like a tool.
Another Loki. Really hope that's not the case. Honestly,
we did talk about though.
Yeah, like, we did talk about
King
that.
Loki might be responsible behind everything. I don't know.
And that's who Black Loki was trying to say he was King Loki, because he was like, yo, I killed everybody, got the Infinity Stones. I was like, oh, but then the other bro was like, nah, he's lying. I think the alligator said that.
I was like, nah, you're full of shit. Quit talking.
So you said that you think we're gonna start in
the TVA.
Okay.
And people are, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think people are gonna start remembering their past, and they're going to start like freaking out, terrorizing the place. Mobius is obviously going to help Agent 45 escape, and they're going to continue doing their thing, taking down the TVA the way you take down the TVA. I have no idea yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'm assuming Renslayer is going to escape and figure out a way to get to that same place. I don't know how. I'm assuming they're going to find the files.
Okay. I see.
And that's going to kind of help her figure out how to get to said mansion. But I'm pretty sure Kang the Conqueror is there.
Do you think we'll see him? Miss Minute is going to play a big role in this last episode?
Definitely with the files. I don't know if our theory of her possibly being a villain is going to happen. But I think it's still very possible at this point. It was very hard to tell if she was good or bad.
I was about to say, did she give you villain vibes in the episode? Because like I could clearly see that she was stalling for Renslayer. You know what I mean? Like I could definitely tell she was stalling for like when they were all talking and stuff for Sylvie. I could say that she was just stalling, waiting for them to come through. I was like, okay, yeah, she's definitely not on Sylvie's side.
But I don't know. She might be. I'm not too sure though. I think I need to see a little more, only because even when she did tell her, "Hey, find these files," she still was like,
"That's a good question. That's a good question, Raj. I'm gonna look in the Big Book of Marvel and see if he's in there." So, what were you saying, bro?
But even then, she was still kind of like, "Oh man, that's gonna take a while." I also have Alioth's little info right here.
Okay.
As well, if you can't find it. But I'm pretty excited. I. What do you guys think is going to happen next episode? Let us know in the chat, or in the Discord. It's up to you guys. Or the comments wherever you guys are watching. We appreciate your guys' theories.
I don't think he's in here.
No? Jane Foster, Love and Thunder is the one. Right, Impossible Sylvie Store. That's something we talked about as well. Mighty Thor being Sylvie's Thor variant.
Is it possible that Jane Foster and yep. That's like the first thing that I think I had said off of Daniel or Akash. It was one of those. Mm-hmm. It was like a ping pong of one of those. Mm-hmm. I think that would be awesome. That would be awesome for sure. Mm-hmm. And Daniel says, Tom Hiddleston more strong and evil than other Loki. Maybe Kang and another Loki 50-50. Oh, like I could see that.
Okay. I wouldn't mind that. Like if we get like the one true like King Loki, so to speak, and then Kang the Conqueror working together. I think I can go for that.
I think I said that kind of because it was like how he was working with how Loki was working with Thanos,
Yeah. And then here, let me go ahead and
hold on. Let me just catch up real quick, and then we got you, Raj, right now. Okay. We got Resonated said, I think the other Loki will join the fight in another realm. That would be dope. Tech, what's up with the Tech? How you doing? Good to see you.
How's it going? Man. Welcome back.
It's all good. Don't worry about coming late. We're just happy to see you here. Let us know how you felt about the episode. And then Angel, I just hope they don't leave us hanging with unanswered questions in the finale. I agree completely. We'll capitalize on that after we get this Alioth breakdown. So go ahead and tell us about Alioth.
All right, so Alioth, a temporal limbo. Alioth is first being known who broke free from the constraints of time. His empire is larger than that of Kang himself, stretching billions of years to before the rise of man on Earth. His domain is approximately 2 to 3 times large as Kang's temporal empire. It's because of Alioth that Kang never attempted to expand his empire vertically into more distant time eras, and therefore extended only as far back as the 200 BC. Kang created a barrier preventing Alioth from entering his domain. After Kang's death, Ravania, the Terminatrix, accidentally raised Alioth to then threaten Kang's former dominion and all other temporal dominions further up the time stream. Ravana and Revelation were able to revive Kang, who provided the Avengers. Okay, so this is kind of getting to like a backstory with Chrono, key to use against Alioth, which was in reality Tempest, who was upon being released inside Alioth grew into a much larger power, looking into the two in eternal combat. Later, Kang would start as his mechanism to keep his rival temporal empires occupied, weaken Tempest so that Alioth would break through, invading the dominion of the Congress of Realities.
Okay, so he seems very similar to
Kang, almost, right?
Yeah, he seems like Kang and what's the guy's name? Dormammu, kind of like put together. You know what I mean? Like kind of like the same, like one and the same with Kang and Dormammu kind of vibes. And I love how Marvel puts their own little twist on stuff like that. I'm sure that probably irritated some people, but I think that was a pretty good thing. So let's get back in the chat with you guys. Sergio said, what do you guys think will be the next arc for the MCU? Do you guys think that there will be a Secret War kind of arc, the Battle of the Multiverses? Yes, that is definitely what I think. So. That's kind of what honestly, I thought that WandaVision was going to set up more of the multiverse than it really actually did. You know what I mean? And all, I don't know if you guys know this, but Loki technically happens before WandaVision, like in the MCU. So by the time we watch Loki, the events in I mean, when we watch WandaVision, the events in Loki have already actually taken place. So, like the multiverse was kind of already created before that happened, and that might have even been why she could have lost and caused an entire new Nexus event. A lot of people says a lot of people are theorizing that it's Doctor Doom's castle, but I feel like it's people going a little too crazy with their expectations. I learned my lessons with WandaVision. Okay,
I think we all learned from WandaVision.
Definitely.
Yeah,
okay, so
I feel you there.
We've talked about Doctor Doom a couple times on this channel recently because we know he's going to be coming up soon. And what I'll say is I don't want him introduced like that. We don't even know who he is yet. So he needs more. Doctor Doom is like one of the best like Marvel villains that there are, like just hands down, like. So they need to give him the proper introduction the same way that they have to give the Fantastic Four a proper introduction, because if they don't, then not a lot of people are going to be, happy about that. And not a lot of people are going to be us. When Loki sees the crocodile variant, I thought I am available in a variant of Ash or Pooh. All right, Tech.
What?
Classic Loki is 10,000% still alive, hiding as his helmet, like he did from Thanos as debris. I thought the exact thing.
Because that dude was super OP, and it definitely showed us how powerful Loki can really be. And I'm glad that they didn't just dumb him down, dumb Loki's powers down. It's just a matter of him not knowing what he was capable of, and I think that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, for real. Tech said, "Do you forget to see post-credit of Loki episode 5? There's a big reveal. Definitely wasn't a post-credit scene, brother.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there wasn't one there.
Yeah, you good try, brother.
There was something I was gonna say that was, what if it's the Beyonder? Like that, it's his lair.
Nope, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
I don't think bro, because I just feel like they gotta introduce
because it'd be the Secret Wars intro.
Okay, we need more set up than if they give us Kang right now. We already know we're getting him in Quantum Mania, so that's fine. You know what I mean? And we all know he's a time villain. If we don't, we'll know he's a time villain from this. This is setting him up as a time villain. So he's definitely in some type of quantum realm, or whatever. He's in some type of temporal, whatever. So yes, that seems amazing. And
is that what those head statues were?
Also, the statue of the head of the Living Tribunal was pretty awesome.
I saw all the statues of the big heads, but I didn't know what they were. Is that what they were?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I honestly would have to go. Like I keep saying this. This is going to be one of those ones where you have to go back and rewatch it over and over again,
almost frame by frame, because there's so much
information being dropped in every single thing. Okay, did you guys see the Wolverine news? Yeah, I saw the Wolverine news. I don't know if it's.
I don't think it's what we're thinking is, though.
We've heard this too many times for. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what's really going on.
Should be really cool, though. But again, it just so happens that Feige and why can't I think of anyone's name today? Hugh Jackman. They've been close since the very first X-Men. So
yeah.
And it just so happened that Boss Logic released that artwork after that post was posted, talking about that relationship.
There were Watcher statues, but there's also one specifically of the Living Tribunal. Okay, Drew. All right, what's up with the Drew? How you doing? Let us know how you felt about that episode, Drew. He also said with 3 faces. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Forget says I'm really hoping Black Widow post credit scene has something to do with multiverse arc. Doubt
It
it.
probably really.
Doubt it. Yeah,
Yeah,
big doubt it. Big doubt it, bro.
I don't
Big
know.
doubt it. I think okay. Black Widow is going to set up Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna set up something on the ground level. Like
Mm-hmm.
we already have our multiversal villains and our movies for that, which is
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Those are setting up the multiversal level villains and the multiversal level events. And then we're going to have Black Widow,
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi setting up the ground level stuff, and then Eternals over expanding the whole universe of the
Mm-hmm.
MCU. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Black Widow and that's one of the reasons why I think Black Widow is gonna low key not be as much as we think it's gonna be, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be a little disappointed because of how much they are expanding the MCU overall. I
Yeah.
don't think Black Widow had nothing to do with Falcon and Winter Soldier. Clearly, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. Like clearly, it has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. I'm hoping that we have some amazing stuff from Black Widow, but it's going to be kind of like one of those Ant-Man movies where it's just a filler.
Yeah. It
Um,
seems like that's kind of where it's going.
mhm.
Uh, it also could be one of those movies that throw us a curveball with the end credit scene, though.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
that said, with everything going on, it's hard for me to tell what it could be, though.
Mm.
Maybe there's more than one revolving around Black Widow, like that story in general, and then another revolving around the bigger picture.
The most Black Widow's going to do is set up mutants in the MCU. That's the most that we're going to get from Black Widow. And I
Yeah.
know, like I'm saying that like it's going to be downplayed, but I like it's like the overall movie is not
Mm-hmm.
gonna. I just don't think it's gonna hit the way it would have if we would have got it 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Lo-Fi said with the scene when Mobius and Kid Loki talking about when they captured Loki Croc, he doesn't remember, so they could confirm that there is another Mobius, maybe, or they altered his memory. Okay, so with that Lo-Fi, I'm definitely going with the vibes of them altering people's memories,
Mm-hmm.
because of how Ravonna is, or Renslayer, how Judge
Mm-hmm.
Renslayer really is, because she has no clue what's going on, and
Mm-hmm.
she's so confused, and she's like her confusion isn't the same as everyone else's, though. You know, it's like she wants to remember, but she can't.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that, you know, I believe that she does know something more, but there's a block on her memory. Do you
Yeah.
think something like that, bro? Or what do you think?
You know, I wouldn't doubt it if at some point Sylvie gets in her head to see what's going on. I'm surprised she didn't do that from the jump, honestly, because she could do that just to kind of see what's going on and look at her memories.
But remember, her powers weren't working.
Oh, it didn't work at the TVA. That's right.
Yeah, they only worked when they went upstairs, I think,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, or maybe not. I'm not sure.
But I think at some point, if they're not in the TVA, I think that'd probably be the move for Sylvie. But I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, honestly, every episode we've gotten, with the exception of the couple theories that we've talked about, it's been pretty hard to kind of figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and that's a good thing. I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I don't want something that's super predictable. I want it to be shrouded in a little mystery.
King the Conqueror
Make
is
things interesting.
definitely the real villain.
Yeah.
I agree, man. Drew says Black Widow
Yeah.
pretty much gonna be a phase and a half movie. I wouldn't major. Yeah, I wouldn't expect major MCU world building. Yeah.
Like Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man.
But I mean, even if you think about it, the first Ant-Man really did have major MCU world building in it, because now we're even going into the quantum realm with all of the stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? So it was so backstory like that. It didn't matter that it does matter.
Yeah.
I just hope I think Quantum Mania is going to be his first actual movie, and he's going to get to shine, you know? Lo-Fi said, but she did say, I believe the last episode she had another contact. Yeah.
That is true. We don't know who that is yet.
Also thought it was kind of weird. There's like an Ant-Man helmet at 841. Not really sure what that was.
Really?
Let's see.
Maybe
Let's see.
Oh, maybe
Oh
the villain.
shit! No, that's a lot. I think that's Yellow Jacket's helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, it could have been Yellow Jackets.
See, look, it's like a giant version of Yellow Jacket.
Oh, okay. So maybe he did beat them in the Batman and was like, nope, zap,
Mhm.
and gets sent here.
This is dope.
I didn't even think about that.
Yo, that's awesome.
There also was a temple there,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, but it
Your
could be.
content is just OP. PO. Sorry, OP.
Thank you, we appreciate it. Maybe that's a temple from Shang-Chi. We just don't know yet.
Man, for real. I would love to see. I don't know, yo. For them to be setting up such major things in the show, it's going to make Black Widow not
Mm-hmm.
hit the mark so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that we've talked about are the Disney Plus shows going to be so OP in their own right that it makes the movies not as good because, like you said, they have the time to world build. They have the time to give deeper explanations with characters rather than just have that small 2 hours. There's an entire 6 that they can, and these episodes have all been at least 50 minutes each time, and you can't beat that. Yeah.
I
Doctor
wish we
Strange
did.
Temple. Oh, that would be dope if it was Doctor Strange Temple.
Ooh, that would be cool too. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Tiny Thor in a jar needs an explanation.
I think that's when Loki turned him to a frog.
I'm pretty sure,
And
but
maybe
never
he
turned
never
turned him back.
Trapped him in a jar and never turned him back. So
I don't know.
Probably got zapped into that.
It would be cool for him to actually be out of it, and it's just a frog Thor just bouncing around. I don't know though.
Swinging the hammer around, that would be hilarious.
Do you think Frog Thor could talk? Because I don't know. Alligator Loki could talk.
Not.
So I don't know.
True.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
The Loki Gator. That's true.
Let's see. Thanos' ship at 3446.
Yeah, we talked about.
We did see we did see Thanos' ship. That was pretty awesome. So had T-2365 on its referencing Thor 365. Oh, okay.
I thought that was just Throg. It also had Throg. It is Throg. Throg.
All right, Tech.
Hey, Sensei, when you drink water, I heard sound. You drink water by a bottle with Infinity Stones in it. Now, Thanos is it's coming to your home. Be aware and bye. See you next Wednesday. Hey, man, much love to you, Tech. Thanks for coming around. You always dropping the laughs in the chat, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we are definitely going to see you next Loki Wednesday for the finale, my man. Join the Discord. We're gonna watch it. Not watch it, but talk about it beforehand. Get a little theories going and whatnot. So make sure everyone here joins the Discord so you guys can be in our chat next week when we talk about what we expect from the next episode. Was Thor there? Throg was there for sure. I don't think Thor was there though.
Yeah, Mjolnir was there as well.
Is Loki still alive in present time? No, Bloom. No. He is not, because present Loki died by Thanos' hands. And this Loki that we have is from 2012 from the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
After they arrest him, he takes the Space Stone from the Avengers Endgame movie, and then this is that Loki from then on.
Mhm.
And actually, that brings up a good point, which is I love how they have given Loki the character arc of the regular Loki that we had, but
Mhm.
even more deep. Like it's even deeper to make him be even more of a good person than the other Loki was. You
Yeah.
know, like the other Loki was still Loki, was still
Still
like a
mischievous.
backstab. Yeah, like still
Yeah.
mischievous, like very much so. And we saw that even in Thor Ragnarok, like almost the entire movie, like he was still super mischievous up
Mhm.
until he died, literally, because that's how the movie ends.
Yeah.
Basically, the movie ends with Thanos coming and then him dying next. So
Mhm.
he was just now, changing in at that point, but now we have a whole new Loki with a deeper understanding of what it actually means to be human, I guess.
Mhm.
Do you think a season 2 of Loki is possible? Basically, a recap of him back in 2012 with an altered timeline. I don't think it's a bad idea. Well, Lo-Fi, go ahead, battery, drop it on him.
So there is going to be a season 2.
Yes.
Apparently, it's already been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see that. I think that'd be a pretty cool way to put him back in the story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they would do it though. But I like the idea of coming back and actually showing the results of him, turning a new leaf and not necessarily working for Thanos and maybe being there from the get go and not maybe kicking out Odin like they did in like our MCU, and actually having them ready. And maybe the Dark Elves don't show up the way they did because of Loki. There's so many things that won't happen
Mm-hmm.
um, because of if he does come back. if if he's good, assuming that he's turned a new leaf and doesn't have anything mischievous planned.
I believe with the season 2 of Loki, if anything, if he's not plugged back into the MCU, he's going to be working for the TVA in
Mm-hmm.
some type of way, and it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same TVA that we know currently. It's going to be running differently some way, or it's gonna be freaking Nick Fury taking over the TVA with
Oh,
sword, shield, and then
mm-hmm.
also have like a TVA type of thing with a
Yeah.
bunch of Nick Furies everywhere or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Similar to how we did with the comics when they were all robots.
Yo, plot twist. What if Nick Fury is behind all this?
That would be awesome.
Like it's just Nick. It's
It's
just
just
Nick
a Nick
Fury.
Fury. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be amazing.
I don't know how that would be, but like
Freaking
that'd be kind.
Jonathan Majors is playing
Yeah.
a young Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go.
Man.
I would be down. I don't think Disney Plus shows will have. Oh, wait, really? Yeah. Yes, sir. I think
I'm pretty
Falcon and Winter
sure.
Soldier is also getting a season 2, but it's going to be
Possibly.
called Captain America and the Winter
Mm-hmm.
Soldier, because I think even at the end credits it said Captain America and the Winter Soldier will return.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident Loki is confirmed to have a season 2.
I think as of now, the only one that we don't have a season 2 for is WandaVision.
Yeah. With that
Yeah.
said, I don't know what those seasons like. I don't know if those seasons are going to come out a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
They might come out after everything is completed with our current slate. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how they do that because that's something we talked about as well. We weren't too sure how they were going to do with renewing the series. Like, are we just going to not have the show for a year and then it'll come back type of thing, or is it going to be longer than that? We're not sure.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super excited to see where it does go from here with the Loki show. With Loki, I want to see Loki definitely return in the MCU movie, see him on the big screen. It would be amazing. It's going to be amazing to see all of this out, like go into the movies. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like to watch a movie and have information that we would not have if we didn't watch the show is going to be amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be even better than how it was when we were watching the movies. And if we didn't watch every movie, we wouldn't know what's going on. It was just that feeling was so amazing. And now we're getting that feeling again, all over again. And I'm just super, super pumped for everything to come with Marvel and Disney and all the Disney Plus shows coming from Marvel as well. She-Hulk, is going to be amazing. Everything is just going to be so awesome,
A
yo.
lot of good stuff's coming, man. And I'm just so glad we got to watch Loki, man. Like the way we've been able to watch it and being able to connect with you guys on a pretty awesome experience, because this is like my opinion, like this rivals some of the best Marvel movies that we've seen, honestly.
Yeah.
With some of the storytelling, like it's just literally it's I guess the word I would use is riveting. You know, like
Yes.
I really feel like I'm just really connecting with Loki, getting to know who he is as a character and understanding how he thinks, and being able to see that type of development amongst a bunch of characters in the show is awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited for Blade.
Hey.
Definitely excited for Blade, especially with the mention of vampires in last episode. That's going to be amazing to see as well.
And plus
go ahead.
They made vampires and a bunch of other people canon.
Yeah,
in the MCU. So
this is exactly what I'm
saying.
A
lot of implications.
Super. I think our first look of that is going to be Wanda appearing in Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would love to see Loki appear in Spider-Man or something like that. That would be. I think that would be really interesting. Amongst other things, what if he like shows up in Eternals and he's like, "Yo, we need you" or something?
I feel like he'll show up in Ant-Man. I feel like along with Kang, I think the storyline for this show is going to keep going and kind of weave itself into Ant-Man.
And then Ant-Man's like not even going to really know who Loki is like that.
Yeah, and then maybe either before or after Ant-Man 3 is when we'll get season 2 for Loki.
That would be. I see what you're saying. That would be dope. Pat said, not only have vampires mentioned, but the violence in the MCU has ramped up with these shows.
No, for real.
First U.S. agent with the bloody kill, and then Croc eating that Loki's hand. That is very true. I didn't even think about it in that instance.
We saw the
and let's not forget Thanos getting his head chopped off. Like
that is true.
Like he got his head full blown chopped off, and we saw it on the floor. Like the MCU is ready to go to the next level.
We also saw all the crew of that ship be dissolved to liquid, which was pretty funny, honestly.
I was not ready for you to say that like that.
Wasn't expecting them to get just completely defeated like that. But it makes sense. You're fighting a giant fart cloud that's melts. So
yeah,
it's gonna happen.
And I think he even rested the boat, if I'm not mistaken. Like that was awesome. And in the comics, he's actually basically a fart cloud like that too. So, Lo-Fi says, true to that, they're going more with a PG-13 and up. Now, I have high hopes with Deadpool 3 again that it's not going to be more kid friendly. Oh, they already said from the jump, like as soon as
it should be R still.
It's not going to be PG-13. It's not going to be kid friendly. They're going with the same exact what's it called, blueprint for Deadpool that they already had. It's just going to be a lot better. Like if anything, I think the third one is going to be like the best one ever. Like I think that's going to be like top notch, especially if Disney actually puts the money behind it and allows the creative direction to still flow wherever they want to go with it. Because I think they still have Fox, but it's just called 21st Century Studios now. And it's just a subsidiary of Disney that they're doing other things through. But now everything's going to be canon. After we have Loki, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange, everything that's ever happened that in Marvel ever is going to be canon. Like that's where we're going, basically. Like it's all going to be canon in its own right of its multiverse of Earth 616 and Earth 19999 and all that shit. Like that's
I think after those three movies, we're going to have a clear view as to what's going to happen within the MCU. With that said, I don't know where What If fits into that.
And Quantumania.
Yeah. Does that come out after?
I think Quantumania comes out in 23.
I think it's 23. So we have some time.
So because Doctor Strange comes out in 22 though. So
okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Doctor Strange next year, And then what else do we have next year? We have Doctor Strange next year. We have
Shang. No.
no. What the heck? Why am I at a blank right now? Movie's been pushed back so many times. We have Doctor Strange next year, and then not Blade. None of that is out yet. What the heck do we?
After Doctor Strange is Thor: Love and Thunder.
There we go. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep. Then Black Panther. Then the Marvels. Then Ant-Man. Then Guardians. Then Fantastic Four.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. After Kang, who do you think will be the next big? Would it be the next big bad? Honestly, I think the next big bad is going to be Kang the Conqueror. Honestly, I think he is going to be the next big bad. Yeah, like truly, that's what I think.
I think I feel like the Beyonder, honestly. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what's going to happen with Secret Wars. Because it seems like that's going to be a pivotal part in the MCU as well. I don't know how they're going to do it or what's going to get involved, but I think we're going to start seeing hints and maybe little teases of the Beyonder somehow. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah.
But
Lo-Fi says, "Ooh, what if I cannot wait for the Marvel? The zombie Marvel episodes. I would love for that to be their own series from the comics. For real. I couldn't agree more. What is up, Matasim? What is up? How you doing? Did you check out that new episode of Loki? Let us know how you felt about it. Let us know how you liked it in the comment section down below. Pat said, the biggest mystery for me personally is how they're going to handle this next Black Panther movie due to the sad circumstances.
That's a mystery, man.
I know there's been reports of possibly Killmonger coming in as Black Panther from another reality. I know there's been reports of Black Panther. Like T'Challa is not going to be in the movie, but they are going to have another Black Panther. Possibly even be a Black Panther that was already put into place after after what happened in Endgame. Because there had to be a Black Panther in that time, and I'm pretty sure that was going to be some part of the story somehow. Is that a Black Panther took his spot while he was away? So that's kind of, I'm hoping that they kind of go with a good story, and I think we're getting. Are we getting the show first, or are we getting the movie first?
Oh, I don't know.
What are they? Which one are they filming right now? Is it the movie that they're filming right now? Wakanda.
They're filming the movie right now.
Okay, yeah. So we're getting the movie first, and then
I think I know they're working on She-Hulk right now. I know they're working on Moon Knight. I don't know about Hawkeye. I think they are working on Hawkeye though.
I just can't see a scenario that isn't in poor taste where they kill off T'Challa, but I don't see any other way.
It's going to be interesting, man. I mean, the cast and crew, they said everything they're doing is in respect of Chadwick Boseman, you know? So it seems like they have the good intentions at heart. But I really don't know how they're going to look, honestly, though.
The way I feel, right, is that the way that Iron Man is going to live on in the MCU, even though, even though that actor is still alive, I think T'Challa is going to live on in the MCU like 20 times harder than that,
Yeah.
I think with this next movie and with the show, mind you, that they're going to have, I think that all of that is going to really capitalize on cementing T'Challa as being a Black Panther worth basically living like or representing, I guess you could say, that's going to be what everyone expects the type of person to uphold too. But I agree. I don't think there is any way that they can do it without us being hurt in the feels. There's always a chance they have filled some parts before he filmed. Yeah, but I think they also said they're not going to use any of that type of footage
Yeah.
or CGI, anything. Like they're
Mhm.
they're going to do their best to honor him in the
Mhm.
way and like properly. So we're not going to have any type of Fast and Furious type of thing with him
Yeah.
showing up. They're not trying to do any of that.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts about Loki?
Final thoughts about Loki is it was an amazing episode. I wish we got I wish we got a little more action.
Mhm.
I kind of wanted to see Kid Loki do some stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I
Yeah.
understand because of the villain that they had. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they couldn't. There was no need for minions or anything like
Mhm.
that to be fought. So it was
Yeah.
a good episode. Like nothing was done like cheesily or anything. The little sword was freaking awesome that
That
Kid
was
Loki
pretty dope.
gave to Loki. That
Yep.
was amazing. Um, yeah. I'm just super juiced for this episode. Easter egg filled
Mhm.
episode. Definitely gonna have to give this one a rewatch frame by frame.
Mhm.
What about you? Any last thoughts for you, my bro?
Great episode. Great stories, great performances, music. I loved all the Easter eggs. Definitely a rewatch though. I do agree with you. I think I did expect a little bit more um, action. However,
Mm,
I really appreciated the world building that they put into this episode, um, and the anticipation for next week's
most
episode.
definitely.
And I'm pretty excited for that. Um, and yeah, I think
Yeah, with all that being said, you guys, make sure you check out our Discord. Link is right there in the comment
mhm,
section. We are going to be talking about this throughout this week. I'm going to give it another rewatch. We're probably going to hop in the Discord, maybe do a little video chat in there or something like that with you
mhm,
guys and all of the followers so we can just talk about all the theories together
mhm,
and whatnot. And then make sure you also check out our website www.marvelbros.com where you can you can purchase our merchandise, join our Discord, watch live videos, and all that
mhm.
good stuff. It's all there available to you guys.
Yep. And before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvelous23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. We post all our videos, reactions, and much more.
That is right. And with all that being said, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining with us on another episode of Marvel Bros. You guys are awesome. You guys make this awesome. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one.
Yep. Peace.
Excelsior.
All of Marvel Bros. Pop culture news updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros. Live every Sunday on Facebook.com, or you can watch them on YouTube where we upload regularly. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvel Bros. 23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.